Hey guys, my name is Olamide, and I think that I am someone that is still navigating this whole mental health space. So let me not use any specific word. Okay, so my first experience with any mental health issue was a sleep disorder that I had when I was pregnant with my first son. So just picture this: imagine a very young girl, body changes, lifestyle changes. It was like my whole world changed. And at a point, I had like problems sleeping. I couldn't sleep at night, like no matter how hard I tried, no matter how tired I was. And I didn't really think it was a problem then initially on because well, I was thinking, lifestyle, body changes and all that. But when it became serious was when my mom told me that like when I was sleeping short naps during the day that I was making some sounds in my sleep like do you get like deep breathing like and then suddenly I'll wake up and then that would be it. And spiritual background, you assume that anything that is disturbing blah blah blah. But the good thing was my mom noticed that there was more to it and we needed like medical help. Though we didn't go to any mental health professional. But I remember when I had the next antenatal meeting my gynecologist, my mom, because I was that whole period I wasn't really talking, I was not smiling, it was a whole lot. But then I remember she mentioned it to him, and he actually said, "Oh, I was probably having trouble sleeping," and they prescribed Valium. I remember very well, and it was a strict dose because if I take too much, it would affect the baby. So I was using that to sleep, and then it got to a point that I was heavily dependent on it. I couldn't stop the dose when I was to stop it because without it, I couldn't sleep. But eventually, it eased out. It had an effect on the child, but nothing serious. But then the next time I remember that I had something was close to the end of the pregnancy. I had this desire of wanting to be on my own. Like it was different because normally I'm a very social person. I like partying, I like going out. I partied a lot. But here was I really didn't want to see anybody, like no one, not even my best friends. The only person that I was comfortable with that I wanted to see was my mom. The major reason why I didn't want to see people was because my body had changed, my face had changed. But minus that, there was this feeling like inside of my head that I didn't want anyone around me, and like nobody would understand. And so I was like this very frowny, straight faced person. I changed my phone number because I didn't even want to talk to any of my friends. There was a lot, but then I still didn't reach out to any therapist or anything because I just assumed it was me experiencing normal body changes and all. But then the thing that marked a real beginning was after I'd given birth. I think my son was even maybe over 1 year old, and I started having this desire like I didn't want any of it. And at the same time there was this, you should be grateful, so many people want babies but they don't have babies. But then I just didn't want. So he could be crying, I would just be staring at him, I won't do anything, I won't pick him up. But my mom understood. So times my mom say, "Ola, Joe, for mommy, just give my baby, like let him eat and all." But then afterwards, I think the thing that really helped me was the fact that my mom was present. And not only was she present, she was very observant. So anytime she noticed that there was like a switch, she would make sure she was around cheering me up and all that. But then it went beyond cheering somebody up. It got to a point that I used to have like really violent thoughts. Naturally, I'm not a violent person. Highest I would do is spank my child. But like I'm not a violent person. I don't even like any kind of exchange that has to do with physical hands and all. But I remember after something that happened, I started having really, really negative violent thoughts. I would wake up in the middle of the night and want to stab someone and just imagine like, okay, if I do this in this part, it would hurt. And that was the moment I knew that there was something wrong. So I didn't go to any mental health professional. But what I did was I went to God in prayer. I was like, God, I know there's something wrong. Something has changed. Something is wrong with my mind because I'm not like this. I would not even want to kill a cockroach. Why am I thinking of stabbing someone? And then it was like a whole journey. It was not just, oh, I prayed and it went away. It was a journey of acceptance and like light, knowing like there is something wrong. So that was it for me. I've had a couple of depressive episodes since then till now. I still had one like 3 weeks ago, but I noticed that every time I have those episodes, what triggers it is overwhelm. Anytime I try to do everything, like juggle everything I'm doing, I get overwhelmed. I enter like a panic mode. Like, oh, it's not going to work out. Oh, it's going to work out. I won't be able to sleep in the night. And then, boom, I just enter like that down mode. No communication, nothing. It's like I just shut down. And noticing these patterns over time, I make sure like I don't get to the point where I'm overwhelmed anymore. This time around, like this year, I decided I was going to get help for my son, and minus that, I've started learning how to like just accept the fact that I cannot handle everything. I'm not that person that people want every woman to be. You can manage your home, you can manage your business, you can manage yourself, and then you're still, no, I'm not that kind of person. I would rather let people help me manage some aspects while I focus on what I'm good at. So one thing that I would like to say to people that care for people that have mental health is, let them take their time. Like, show that you are there, but don't be overbearing. Don't ever trivialize what they say to you. I remember the first time I told one of my sisters that I think I'm depressed. I think that was like 3 years ago. I remember what she said. She was like, you can never be depressed in Jesus' name. I cancel, I bind, and I cast. And I laughed. But I was really hurt because I'm like, I'm a Christian, but I'm telling you that I'm depressed. It's obvious that there is something wrong. But then don't, like, I'm just putting this out there, don't always spiritualize it. When people tell you they have mental health issues, just accept the fact that they do. And then from there, both of you can chart like a solution course. And for me, I've never been to a therapist, I've never been to a professional, but I always make sure that like I create an atmosphere of talk therapy around me. Talk therapy is something that has really helped me. Just talking about things has helped. I remember I used to be a part of Malia's My Mind and I, her mental health WhatsApp group, and just knowing that there are people around you going through the same thing is something. It gives you like a certain type of strength, knowing that you're not alone and knowing that there is always someone around you. So my advice to anybody that has any sort of mental health issues, reach out to someone you trust. Reach out to people. You never can tell. People might not really know what is going on. I remember when I would be angry and be like, can't people notice that I have changed? I'm social normally. Why can't they notice that I'm antisocial these days? I know, but people don't always really notice. So reach out. Talk about it. Let people let people help you. Let people really help you. So that's what I have to say. I will not say that I will not label myself as a certain mental health disordered person, but just know that I am Olamide and I have like a life that is constantly growing, and I am constantly navigating the world of mental health. Bye.